Our democracy is flawed. There's something flawed about a single vote cast every 4 years for a candidate that listens more to money and not to us as citizens. What can you do about this frustrating situation where you sit in front of your television unable to do anything about what you hear? It's just not democracy, is it? There's something flawed about it. Do you know what real democracy looks like? A democracy where the majority's decisions are made into law, where people like you and me can discuss issues that are important to us and decide how to best bring about change to it. We can decide how best to solve our own problems. We shouldn't let special interest groups and lobbyists decide for us. It's our democracy, not theirs. So why don't we have this democracy right now? Because, unfortunately, we just don't have the right kind of journalism. Our journalism is stuck. It's old, it's obsolete, it's stuck in the notion that we the people are not able to do much more than just observe the news. But that's wrong. We have to interact with the news. We have to participate in our own democracy. Now, I want you to hold on to that thought as I introduce to you two influential thinkers from the early 1900s. Now, these two thinkers have different views on what journalism was. This is John Dewey and Walter Lippmann. Lippmann argued that the role of journalism was to chew up information, package it, gift wrap it, and give it to you, the audience. Now, of course, you, the audience, can't do much about this information, can you? You're just there to absorb it. You can't complain about it. You can't change it. You just sit there, like you do now, unable to do anything about it. And thinking about it, it's hard to argue that Lippmann's view of journalism was wrong. Now, enter John Dewey, a forward-thinking philosopher who saw journalism as much more than a way to spread information. Dewey believed that journalism was more than just a one-way tool for people to learn about the news. Dewey saw journalism as a platform for democracy, where people could debate each other. It's a place where citizens could raise questions. A platform where information could be sourced and verified. And a forum for creating solutions to government problems. Not surprisingly, Dewey's ideas also happen to be the basis of the scientific method. First, question everything. Second, verify information and solutions. Third, find out how best to apply these solutions for the benefit of everyone. Now, let's get back to the thought that we are unable to do much about what we see on the news, and how we can bring Dewey's dream into reality. We need a news organization that truly represents the people. And the only way we can do this is by making the news itself democratic. Do you want to be able to control what journalists write about? Do you have a story that you share on a global platform, but you have no soapbox to stand on? Then boy, do I have the box for you. This here is journalism powered by the people, for the people. Here, the voting public are the newspaper's editorial board, and you help lead a team of journalists out into the world to write articles about issues that you care about, to write articles about issues that everyone should care about, and to ask those crucial questions that can change our society. Now, at the moment, journalism is a one-sided mirror. You cannot see into the processes that govern what makes the news. You can only observe, not interact. You can look, but don't touch. That's the reality of the news today. With democratic journalism, though, it's you, the reader, who will be able to vote which articles, which ideas, which topics of discussion will go on the front page. This is your front page. You decide what goes on it. It's you, the citizen journalist, who will raise topics of discussion, and the best ideas, information, and facts will float to the top. The best ideas, articles, and comments are chosen by you with the vote button, with this vote button. Journalists then take on those ideas and make them into articles. And of course, you can also submit your own ideas for review by the community. The more debate, the more attention, the more people are involved, the stronger our democracy will become. The stronger our society will become. The stronger journalism will become. I mean, at the moment, organizing change requires a lot of effort, and journalists may not always be reliable. With this new form of journalism, you can debate your ideas effortlessly on one platform and organize issues that are important to you at the click of a button. This is your newspaper, and you control a dedicated team of journalists and what articles they write about, what questions they ask, and who they ask.
Traditionally, journalism was meant to be society's watchdog, guarding the people against any injustice and informing about any threats to our safety. These days, however, journalism's reliability to act as a responsible watchdog has come into question. Now, with the advent of the internet and social media, we have started to regain some power to act and organize ourselves on our own. But this alone is not enough to bring change. Our newfound voices are not organized enough to control our government. Our new voices are not reflected in the news, and we are still ignored. The first step to reform is taking control of our flow of information. We need to use the democratic method to take control of our watchdog and bring our united message to the people in power, the power that we gave them, the power of democracy.
Here, ladies and gentlemen, is a reliable way to streamline democracy and have a true fourth estate. Journalism that holds government and businesses accountable to their actions. A news organization where you can control who and what should be scrutinized. I see potential for growth in this business. I see journalism as a galvanizing force, the guiding hand that encourages participation, curiosity, and criticism. Participation, curiosity, and criticism. The key traits of a responsible citizen. We'll be using this arena as a place of free speech, as a process of trial and error for ideas, everything subject to peer review. And that is how the news should be published, not on a need-to-know basis, as it is now, but on the tried and tested method, the scientific method. Now, to finish off, my challenge to you as citizens of the world is to go out there and observe. Go out there, explore, observe, and if you find anything that is not right, something that can be changed for the better, I want you to write about it. I want you to record it. I want you to share it with people you care about. Yes, our democracy is flawed. Our democracy is flawed because the greatest threat we have to changing our democracy is our own apathy. It's our own indifference. You are the one sitting in front of the TV doing nothing about what you hear. Here is a way that you can change your news. Here is a way you can participate with what you hear. Here is a way to streamline democracy. The Pandora Times. Because I know that journalism is much more than spreading information. No. It's spreading ideas. Spreading ideas that are invaluable. And I know that journalism's real purpose is just emerging. I want you to be a part of it. Change your world. Spread your ideas. Thank you very much.